This is so awkward.
I know. What's up, everybody? It's That Anime Show. I'd like to start off awkward now. I don't know what that's about.
It's fun, I think.
Like Monica giggles, but Aaron, no, he gives me nothing.
The two of you just stare at each other like you're about to pounce and, I don't know, the fur's about to fly.
That sounds weird.
The fur is about to fly.
Yeah.
Is that
it's a euphemism for fighting?
Anything?
No, it's not. Oh, thank you. Now it's
Hi,
more
I'm Terri.
awkward.
This is That Anime Show. With me sometimes is...
I don't even want to say my name.
Everyone knows it's you.
No, they don't. This could be anybody. I'm Aaron Dismuke.
And I'm Michael Tatum.
Wow.
Well, let's ask this young man some questions, shall we, Terri?
It's like Freaky Friday.
Happening to you.
That's not even my low voice. I can hear. Wait.
What's your,
Let's
your low
ask
voice.
him some questions, shall we, Terri? I'm like, Tatum doesn't talk like that.
He just had the top hat on, so it just...
He's
it's
not
just
very
like
This is not a top hat. This is a fedora.
Fedora, my bad. I don't...
Top hat. I would never wear
We've
a top
talked about
hat with
fedoras on the
plaid
show.
shorts.
There's
Never.
a difference between
with
a top
plaid shorts,
hat.
okay.
I have a top hat. I wouldn't wear it with plaid shorts.
No.
Okay.
That's I was
We
feeling
have
really
pictures of
insecure.
us with the top
Yeah,
hats.
yeah.
And the bowler
I
hats.
want a top hat.
Bowler-
We're
Bowlers.
hat people.
Yes.
And by we, I mean Tatum is, and I take full advantage of his hat fetish.
Gotcha.
So yes. So how have you been? We've caught up a little bit.
I've been well.
Done with high school.
Yeah, I graduated
place.
and stuff. Yeah,
Fuck it.
done with that. Oh, we're dropping that, are we?
Oh,
I don't know.
okay. I was like 2 sentences in to since months that I've seen you, you're just like, man, what the fuck? Fuck.
Oh, it's true,
Yeah,
it's true, but I mean,
I don't care.
never on the air.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I've graduated high school. I'm on my way to college at... Actually, I don't even know if I want to specify.
I wouldn't.
Probably not.
Yeah.
You're going to a highly specialized school for the gifted in Siberia, where you will be for the next 40 years while you learn magic.
Where they school
That would be
you.
so cool. Why can't that be the case?
It is.
I would be cool with that weather. Oh, my bad. Yes.
That is hilarious.
What are you going to be studying, though? Do you have a plan? Or are you
I
just
am
sort of
currently
winging it?
listed as an undecided major, but because of
I
my...
would
Majorly
totally
undecided.
be undecided. Like that's how I was. Oh, actually, I
Yeah.
wanted to be theater, and then that changed immediately.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm like, I can still act.
Exactly.
I don't need a
You can.
degree
I mean,
in it.
you can do the plays without being a theater major, which is
Yeah.
sufficient to me.
Well, and also being around other theater majors, at least the ones I was around.
Oh, yeah?
I'm like, I can't do this. No.
Were they tools? What?
They really love the theater. You know, it's
like
like
a lot?
anytime they didn't get a part, it's just, excuse me. Someone's gonna go cry in the bathroom.
Oh,
I bet you said it out loud
school
too.
Someone's gonna cry. No, that was high school. It really
Someone's
wasn't
got to
college.
eat a bunch of Twinkies and throw up.
Someone's gonna eat their feelings. So we haven't, even me and Tatum haven't seen each other that often lately. Everybody's been busy.
I've been busy as
Busy.
fuck.
What
A
you
lot
been
of
doing?
cons, a lot of
crazy.
writing, a lot of...
A lot of writing, a lot of cons, a lot of just work. It's been a crazy summer. It really has.
Summer's almost
I don't know
over.
how. Yeah, I don't know how the
It
hell. I don't know
rained
how the
last
hell.
night.
I know it rained. Yes.
I've never been so
Josh and
happy.
Josh and I
was
went
it ruined
outside
our
and danced
record.
in it on the driveway.
It ruined our record.
We were 2 days
I
away
know.
from...
Breaking the heat record.
Which would have been
That's
cool.
okay. That's okay.
I'm
though. I'm
fine
cool
with
with waiting
that.
until another year to break that record.
I'm
Yeah.
fine not feeling
Gives us
that
somewhere
like
to
I'm
go,
slowly
you know?
cooking.
I don't think global warming is going to wait up. Oh wait. If some of our viewing audience does not believe in global warming, I do apologize.
You're stupid.
No, I don't.
Yeah. I'm like, it's pure science.
We apologize that you're a fucking idiot.
But thank you for listening. You can turn off that anime show right now.
I don't care. I'll say it. Fuck them. I don't care.
You don't care about something?
No, I know. Honey Badger doesn't give a shit.
That reminds me a lot of the
Honey
like
I'll explain.
if the Shakespeare stuff, like if Juliet had a gay best friend,
Oh,
or
yes.
if Ophelia.
What are you
The
doing?
sassy gay
What-
friend, you mean?
what are you
yes,
doing?
sassy gay friend. Yeah.
She's a stupid bitch.
Or, no, I can't believe you're going to get your hair wet. It looks fantastic. Really? Yes. I can't believe you were going to get it wet. Yes, it's the same.
Okay, so let me explain to Aaron what honey badger is, because I just learned this recently. I was in San Japan. Yeah, I really only learned it recently. Honey badger is okay. I was in San Japan this past weekend. Had a lot of fun. It was really cool. Carly Mosier was there, dear friend of mine, voice actress from Houston. And she kept saying it like the whole weekend. She's like, honey badger doesn't give a shit. And I'm like, what is that from? Because it's honey funny badger. Just hearing this random phrase. But I'm like, what is that from? And so she's like, she shows me this video. And apparently honey badgers, which a honey badger is a real critter, and they're very large, very, very tough fucking creatures. Like they really don't give a shit.
I knew badgers were tough, but
honey badgers apparently are even like honey badgers. I think, given that I saw one fighting a cobra, I think they must be indigenous to like India or Africa or somewhere, that region of the world. Yes.
Really?
Yeah. There's a part
you get to see it.
Like you get to see like the cobra bites it several times, but the honey badger ends up killing it. But then the honey badger succumbs to the venom by just passing out for a little while and then getting up and then eating the goddamn snake. And that's how tough this motherfucker is. And so there's video of this honey badger, right?
He probably lets it bite him. He gets a little high.
Yeah, he's like, ooh. But a fucking cobra, and all it does is just knock him unconscious for a little while. That's fucking crazy. Yeah. So there's video of this honey badger, and it's like National Geographic or something of that kind, and it's been overdubbed with some guy that's like doing the commentary, but in a very like stupid sort of voice like this, and everything's like, this is honey badger. He doesn't even get a shit. Oh, look out, bird! Honey badger doesn't care, and it's just funny. It's so stupid, but it's funny. And so,
he's eating it.
Ooh, gross. Guess what honey badger's eating for the next 3 weeks? Cobra. Honey badger. And like that's how it ends.
There are more.
Are there more? Yeah. Okay, that's the only one I've seen, and it's stupid and funny. Just because it's such a non sequitur, but yeah, because Carly kept
Carly's really good about the random videos.
Yeah, she's like, because honey badger doesn't give a shit.
Honey badger don't give a shit.
Honey badger,
fantastic.
It's like a scene with honey badger. And I'm like calling him honey badger that's his proper name.
At first, I thought honey badger was like a nickname you had. I was kind of disconcerted.
No.
It's your nickname, badger? Aaron. Honey badger. Aaron Honey Badger Dismuke.
And that's my outlaw name.
Honey badger.
Honey, you're not really. They're like, yeah, I'm an infamous. They're like, yeah, I don't think for the reason you think.
They call me the honey badger.
Honey badger, because he doesn't give a shit.
I don't give a shit. I'm the honey badger. Wow, we've been gone for a while. I think like we are immediately loopy.
I'm very loopy.
Especially, I don't know.
I haven't slept well the past few nights, and it's catching up.
Dude, I've been up till 5 a.m. the past 3 nights.
Oh, that's
like on your text messages, you're like, for the love of God, text me back. My sleep pattern depends on this.
I know, it's because I was up at like 2, and I'm like, should I sleep? Because if you hadn't... Because you didn't text back, I had to wake up at 9, but then I got to go back to sleep because you did answer the call at least. Yeah, but
you answered the call.
I could have slept
yeah, because anytime I see a text from you, I'm like, oh Jesus Christ!
Oh, God, not again.
Hey, Aaron, what's up? No,
you never text me. You do sometimes.
Well, yeah,
it's usually just to remind me that I've left something over here.
You don't care. I
usually don't care. I'm like, oh, yeah, it's a water bottle. I don't care. Honey badger doesn't give a shit.
Like, you didn't even open this. So you're welcome.
That was a gift to the family. God.
Like a dead bird.
Yeah, like a dead bird or a cat or a cobra.
Random. I think people were excited to hear that you are coming back because, let me see, how long has it been since his last show? It's been about a year.
It's been probably about a year, yeah.
I would say so, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So
you were still in school, high school.
Yes, I was just a baby.
You were just a child.
And now you can drive, you can vote.
I can.
It's terrifying.
Vote.
If you went to England, you could drink.
God, I'm going there.
Well,
my friend Jorge's from England, and he had some fantastic stories about pubs. Pubs just seem like the place to be.
Pubs are pretty badass.
As long as you don't do a crappy accent to piss people off like that guy.
You did that?
When I was 18, I was in London and environs for about 6 weeks or so. And we went to a lot of pubs because the legal drinking age at the time was 16 and we were 18. So we're like, fuck yeah, let's get our drink on.
Right.
So it was nice. And that's where I developed my taste for gin and tonics. And one night there was just a bunch of people listening to this crappy little local band in a pub. And, one of those thatched manure roofed huts, like that's old fucking place. There's like 500 years or something. And I feel like Hagrid when I walk into it because the ceilings are so low. I'm like giant. And they hand me a beer or two and gin and tonic or whatever, and we're drinking, and I just start walking around, and
being a douchebag.
And I start doing a really stupid, douchey, like over the top Irish accent because we're making fun of the Irish or something. That's what kills this table. And so I was doing it, and I can't do it now, but
I think you can.
No, I couldn't because I'd have to have something to say. No, I really can't. I have to be drunk.
Let's not do that to us.
Okay.
Yeah, don't do that. I have to be drunk, and I'm not drunk yet.
Okay.
At all. I mean,
no.
I'm not even drinking. Yeah, it's
too like after the break.
It's far too early to be drunk. But
says you. Someone's got to drive those kids to school.
Sorry, that was just for the benefit of my parole officer if they happen to be listening to this broadcast. Anyway,
I hate this show. Why? I don't care about anime that they sometimes talk about, but not really.
No, so I'm doing this crappy bit in this horribly over the top Irish accent, and a group of skin-headed Irish football thugs approach us and are like, what the fuck? And it's funny. Everyone at the table gets up and leaves.
It's like nobody puts baby in a corner.
And I'm just sitting there going, hey guys, and they're like, where are you from? What's with the accents? I'm like, I'm just fucking around.
So did you immediately drop the accent when they showed up?
Yeah, I mean because they had a real accent. Yeah. I wasn't about to get into it with them. I'm like, no, I can't do this. And so they're just going on, and they're like, they got their arm around me, and they've got that smile, that fucking that smile, like I'm gonna die, I'm a dead motherfucker. And so I wound up buying them all 2 rounds of drinks, and they left me alone. But yeah,
that's a good way to diffuse anything. Who wants a drink? Who wants a drink?
Who? Yeah, I wasn't like, which one of you bitches wants to dance? I wasn't like that.
Don't go Dylan Moran.
I was like, who wants some drinks? You gentlemen look fucking thirsty. I'll get you some drinks. And they're like, yeah, I think you will. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll be right back. And I'm like, just fucking Morse coding the side of the table with the fork going, fucking help me.
I have found in my experience the last bar brawl that almost erupted, from my friend Joel, not McDonald. He said some harsh words to a guy that we referred to as Dr. Pepper guy, because he always wore a Dr. Pepper shirt, and we didn't like him. So it's really funny to go blah, 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 instead of go blah, 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 fuck James. It's like, fuck you, Dr. Pepper guy. But it got to the point where it's like, you know what, let's go, man, let's go outside. And my friend Joel proceeded, while the guy was being threatening to do the robot, and he was like, just stop dancing, motherfucker. And he's like, or what? And he left. So the robot is my go-to diffuser.
It's hard to strike a man while he does the robot.
It's really, especially if he's doing it well, because you don't want to disrupt that.
Even if you are mad. A drunk robot is never done well.
You assume he might have robot-like reflexes if he's doing it. So no,
I don't know too many robots with good reflexes though. They tend to move pretty slowly.
Here it comes.
Yeah.
Tell us about how robots are slow. How do you feel about computers?
What's a robot to you?
I hate them. What? It's robots. Most people are robots. I don't know. When Japan finally makes a fucking robot that can run up the stairs without falling, then I'll be impressed with these quote unquote cat-like reflexes of the robotic race. Right now, I think they're just a dream.
There's no cyborgs in our future or anything like that. Not yet.
No.
If
there are, they're far too stupid to find their way back to the past. So we have nothing to worry about.
Okay, so they can time travel with their crappy fake hair, their eyelashes on, no clothes. Yeah. Okay.
We were having this conversation about computers before we started recording, Aaron and I am of the opinion I despise computers. They're very handy, I say that, but I despise our over-reliance on them because I think
they allow you to download that anime show.
It's very true, and they allow me to do many things that I otherwise would have great deal of trouble doing for myself. Like writing, yes.
Or
Though I
anything
could still
about our
write.
careers.
I mean, God, shit, I wrote before I had a computer, but not.
I'm talking about for work.
Yeah. But yeah, like computers only kind of slightly augment what we'd already been doing and give us like a little more time. They're good at like calculating, but otherwise, it's like. If you've ever had a computer really go wrong on you, I mean, really go wrong, and have to try to figure out why it's gone wrong.
Mine tried to kill my family. It was odd.
It
was operating on DOS.
Kept opening the airlocks.
Oh, makes sense.
Oh, no.
Well, but we were watching... here's the thing. If I gave you directions to my house... I could comfortably leave out a step or two and assume that you would find a way. Like, oh, like you wouldn't call me.
Well, like you find the most complex way to get to my fucking house.
Because I like the adventure. I do. Yeah. I'm like, I want to go this back road. Look, I can still find my way, and I shaved off 5 minutes or added 10 minutes or whatever. It doesn't matter. But computers are stupid. Computers are like very slow children that you have to lay every fucking thing out for them. In other words, you can't just tell them to turn left. You have to tell them to turn the wheel in the left direction and then make sure that the cars lined up. It's computers.
Stuff like that.
Computers. And robots are just computers with people shapes.
I was watching RoboCop, and I learned that RoboCop operated off of DOS. I believe. And I'm like, wow, that explains a lot. RoboCop sucked. He walked really slow, and really, how did he really help? Alex Murphy. Come on. Or RoboCop now. He's probably not top of the line.
Do you remember? Okay, you might both. I know. Aaron's too young to remember this, but you probably will be too.
He's an old soul.
He's an old soul. Doesn't mean he was actually around in the '80s, but no, in the '80s, especially like the early to mid '80s.
No, you're like 92. Right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. My God.
Wait,
I'm exactly 92.
Fuck. That's
he's 18,
terrifying.
So yeah.
That's shit.
And your birthday's in this fall.
Yeah, October.
Wow, so you were born 2 years before I graduated high school.
And he's taller than you now.
He is taller than me. You've always been taller than me. Well,
I don't know if I'm quite taller than you.
You've always been
taller
than me.
But I mean, you've got that hat on. That fedora.
The hat, yeah. The fedora adds like an inch.
You didn't know that was a fedora.
Call it fedora.
You don't know your...
No, I forgot to call it fedora.
So we call it a top hat. Because it was on top of my head. And that's just where your mind goes.
And it's a hat, is it not?
It's a top hat as opposed to
all hats are top hats.
Not all. Some hats are... if an animal like
some hats,
if a cat's wearing a hat,
then it's like
do you call that a top hat? Because like that's not necessarily the top of the cat.
Or like if it's like a sock puppet with a hat, then it would be a sock hat. Maybe.
A sock hat. It could be a sock top hat though, because it's still on top of the
sock top hat.
Sock top hat.
Top sock hat.
Top sock hat. But then that's just confusing.
What if it's a cat?
Like you're wearing multiple socks and
we've
top
gone random before, but this is reaching.
This is just kind of funny. It's like we're going to start singing "There Was an Old Woman Who Swallowed a Fly" here in a moment, and go like just make it around.
I don't get that
reference. No,
I get that one.
I'm not going to do it.
Something.
I was saying something. No, so in the 80s, robots were like all the rage. Robots were all the rage in the 80s. Like I remember a Christmas when I wanted nothing but robots because that was all the fucking Sears Wish book had for like the discerning child.
Robots aren't a thing anymore. They're really not a thing.
And they were stupid. They're really,
They're really not a thing right now, are they?
No, they haven't been for like 20 years because they were stupid. And like, look, I can have this robot that does exactly what I would do for myself, only a lot slower, and the chances are it's going to fucking tip if it runs over a cigarette butt. And so people got sick of them because robots were really stupid.
We were talking about this yesterday at lunch as Steven's made me start watching the original Transformers, like full on from the beginning.
Oh wow!
And I've been annoying the crap out of him by going like, okay, on Cybertron, how do they know what a cassette is? And he's like, just fucking watch it. I'm like, okay. I didn't grow up with this, so I'm just gonna be a dick. But all right. Also,
robots will never be as cool as Transformers make them out.
Transformers is pretty cool.
Robots will never be.
Who's your favorite Transformer, guys?
Optimus Prime. It's an easy one for me.
Prime.
Jazz.
I like
because you're weird.
Especially in the
original.
original.
Bumblebee, though. I like Bumblebee.
I watched
Come on, he is the coolest
The
lines.
movie it made me so sad because I forgot that they killed the movie came out in '86. Like they killed Optimus, they killed all the original Transformers. Like, what is happening? Like I don't care about Rodimus Prime. Like
they brought in a new Prime.
Yeah, they brought in a whole new slew of them, and then they realized that was a mistake.
Orson Welles as last.
Leonard Nimoy,
especially if you call them Rodimus, because that's not as good a name as Optimus.
He was Hot Rod, and then when he became the leader, he was Rodimus Prime. It was bad. But no, like my first Transformers was Beast Wars. We've talked about this, and woo! You want to talk about early computer animation? It's like watching Reboot. You're like, I can't fucking watch this. This is bad. You know, when like they can't even bend their arms yet. It's at the point where they definitely should have just been drawing that kind of computer animation. Oh man, but no, that was Orson Welles' last movie. He was not like, they're like, what do you think? You're gonna blah blah blah. He's like, I'm a big robot that eats little robots. Yeah, it's very exciting. That was it, like almost as a paraphrased quote,
yes.
But because I don't think Orson Welles talked as ghetto fab as I did.
Orson Welles was Honey Badger.
Honey Badger don't give a shit. Oh man! So we got. I separated it finally into lightning round section questions, which we'll do after the break.
I thought the font looked different. I'm like, how wonderful! I like that.
No, the font looks different just because I think I'm running out of ink. It's or you're going blind. I don't know.
Or
little
both.
from column A, little from column B.
Not going blind.
All right, so we got a lot
stuff you're
because
drinking?
for some reason,
What is that?
This I don't know what it is. I just thought.
Does it say Neuron Sun?
Neurosun.
Neurosun. Brain
From a man
You
that
really
doesn't
do
believe
get
in
like
robots.
at least one a day now, don't you?
I've only
I
done
saw
it
you
like
2 days in a
this.
row and suddenly, woo.
I try. This one I haven't tried yet. It's like this new brand of stuff.
Tatum,
like
that anime show is now endorsing.
Apparently, no. I mean, it's just I don't know. We found stuff, and the first thing they make a whole line of these things, and one of them is called, I guess, Neurosleep. And it knocks me the fuck out. Like, but not like it doesn't make me feel drugged. It just makes me sleepy. And I slept really well on it last night and a few nights in a row. And then they make others like a Neurosun. Apparently, it's a really cool energy drink with like a lot of vitamin D in it, which I do not get a lot of on my own because I don't. The son and I do not have a very healthy working relationship. So I think I'll try that. And so this is the first time I'm sipping this right now for the very first time to see.
Oh goodness! What will he say?
Hang on, let's see. It is a slightly carbonated.
And if you could slurp it and really annoy the shit out of Steve.
No artificial colors or flavors. Drink smart. The power of the sun. Vitamin D in every bottle.
That was a little creepy.
It's called a nutritional.
I like that it's non-carbonated.
It supports a
Seriously,
healthy
we're
immune
selling
system.
this right now.
Yeah, I know.
Supports a healthy immune system. Supplies the body with
There you go.
1,000 IU of vitamin D. What's an IU?
Oh my god! Just drink it.
What?
Wait, what is an IU?
Bones, supports balanced mood. Supports balanced mood. So the show will be very boring after this.
Ugh.
Maybe it'll go terribly wrong.
That's a very bizarre.
And you'll be
flavor,
split into
it's
two.
Pretty good. It's pretty good. It tastes weird though. I can't quite place the flavor. It's kind of orangey, tangerine-ish.
I think you should have shooken that up because on the bottom.
No, that's just the color of the plastic. Because I've been shaking it.
Okay. Questions. God, we're so lame.
What? This is good stuff. I support this. We'll see if it makes me feel sunny. Oh wow.
All right, Aaron, your first
Superman
question.
4.
Are you fucking ready for this?
No.
Too fucking bad, Dismuke.
I wish you could see the way he's sitting right now at home. He's just kind of leaning back against the wall, like.
No, it's like he was frozen and he's just leaning back. He's like a mannequin, just.
No, he looks like he should just be like flipping a coin and chewing on a toothpick.
All right, now I think this is a pretty good is a pretty good start because Aaron and I are both zombie dorks. Okay, so this is for Tatum. This is for Tatum. But it involves the two of us.
Okay.
This is from
because I'm decidedly
Andrea
not a
Lopez or Andrea. Hopefully, one of those is right. And the zombie apocalypse has finally arrived. Finally, Tatum. Whose survival group would you join, Terri or Aaron's? Ask them about their group, i.e. what sort of weapons they would have, things that would ensure your survival, etc.
And Aaron picks up this random screwdriver that happens to be nearby and is just like filing his nails with it now.
I'm just letting you know. I
All right,
find
well,
weapons everywhere I go.
Tell me about your survival groups, guys. Tell me. Which should I join? Come on, both of you now.
Come on, Aaron. Why don't you go
on you
first,
to recruit me. Why? Well, okay,
I'm not afraid to go first because I have fast reaction time, Terry.
No, here's the thing.
Yeah.
You've got to sell me on it, and you got to recruit me. So not only tell me like what's great about your group, but what can I add to it? Why do you need me? Make me feel special.
Wow, I really wasn't ready for
fast reaction
the emotional.
Come on! I need to know if you're capable of doing this in a zombie apocalypse because you got to think on your feet, man. Get Quicksilver. Do it.
Okay, I'll go.
Okay, I'm totally sold on Aaron's group. Go on, Terry. We'll let you think about it for a while because you're the young one.
Sleep accommodations for you and your partner. Yes. We have enough food to last quite a long time, as well as a garden.
What food do you have?
Huh? So
you're just going to stay here with your garden?
My house is zombie-proof, and I have sewer access.
Your house is zombie-proof?
Yeah.
And
you're not just going to throw a window.
By throwing a screwdriver through your window. I'm going to shatter your glass.
Zombie-proof because we're all trained.
It's zombie-proof. It's not Aaron Dismuke-proof, apparently.
Also, you will be trained in self-defense by
the one and only
program. Yes, Stephen Hoff.
Very nice. I like this.
You will get your own survival kit for when you do feel that you need to travel. A bike.
Now, is the survival kit portable without too much inconvenience?
The survival kit is a backpack.
Very nice. So
which you
wearable.
can custom to your thing.
Very nice. So. Very attractive so far. I'm sold. Now, why would you need me? How would I?
I would need you because I need a book guy. I need someone that's always going to be able to do the research, especially when lives are at stake.
You need a Giles, in other words.
I need a Giles. You would be a fucking amazing Giles.
I would be an amazing Giles.
Yes. You would be working closely with Stephen Hoff, who, might I add, is kind of cute. So there you go.
All right. Well, that's I really like this. Now, Aaron, what do you have to offer?
Don't just copy
I'd like to throw out the fact that my opponent's zombie plan is to stay in a high population density metropolitan area.
How do you know exactly it's high population?
Wait. Let him finish. Please withhold all
the city of Fort
questions
Worth.
Until
I don't
this
live
is
in
Fort Worth. Where is this?
Exactly,
Where have you taken
motherfucker.
me?
Exactly. You're going to be in Fort Worth.
You're still in Tarrant County.
Okay, but let him finish. So what is your
in Tarrant County, a multi-million
and there are
population
you are
area.
living in the middle of a neighborhood, so there are people within stone's throw of you.
I'm not
in
living
contrast,
in
my zombie plan
city.
involves immediately getting the hell out to
Where
the
are you
Gulf of
going?
Mexico,
Let him finish.
where I shall commandeer a boat
You will come.
and fish.
Now, do you
far away from any zombies?
Now, do you already have this boat lined up, or is it something you will have to sort of
I presume that
trust the
plenty
wind,
of,
as it were?
I presume that plenty of boat owners will be, dead.
You assume, but that's a big thing. What if your group gets to Mexico and finds that there are no boats
Mexico?
to be had? Do you have,
going Texas coast
or wherever the hell you're going?
Yeah. Okay.
What if you get to the ocean and you find, or the river, or wherever the fuck,
all the boats are gone,
and you find that there are no boats to be had? That many people like yourself had the same idea and they got there sooner because they lived closer. What will we do then? Do you have a backup plan? Sorry, kind of.
Get another boat. I really
That's
don't think we're just going to run
That's
out of
not
boats.
A backup plan.
I mean, your belief is that there will be no boats.
No, my belief is that it would be a good idea to plan for the contingency of there being no boats available to where you go. There will be plenty of boats, but there may not be many where you end up. So you have to
keep
plan
looking for boats. Boats are the key.
And while you're looking for those boats, how do you defend yourself against the zombie hordes that are looking for you?
You get weapons from pawn shops.
Again,
and also I'm going to sleep on rooftops.
All of this really you have a very trust the wind sort of attitude to this.
I think it's better than stay put and wait for them to come kill you.
I'm not waiting
that's my
for them
personal
to come
thing.
kill me. I am defending myself.
Look at it from my point of view.
Yeah.
You have someone who is prepared, whose house is already zombie-proof and with sewer access.
Why is this zombie-proof?
Hey, it is. Trust me.
Please
she's
inform me
of
one zombie-proof mechanism aside from people.
Stephen Hoff is not people.
Stephen Hoff is not people.
He schooled you last time.
But here's what. Okay. Well, here's the last thing. Okay, so here's what else? What else do you have to make your group attractive? What other things do you have to make your group attractive to me? Trying to save his own skin.
I'm telling you're sold.
What?
I'm out.
No.
Plus, I was gonna follow up with, and we don't need you.
Wow, I was going to be the nice guy here and suggest, well, why should I have to choose? I think you two should join forces, and between the two of you, you could become like a major zombie fighting contingent. No, because he's going to be that shit
kid that's like, no, I can't stay here, and then you're going to get your ass.
No, see, I think you should join forces. Aaron can be and his group can go out and look for boats and keep us informed if they find him, and we could stay here to be sort of the home
Texas.
base. Well,
look for boats.
There are bodies of water. We could.
There are.
I would rather than look for boats, I would look for zeppelins.
Zeppelins?
Yes.
You think those are going to be more readily available? What about the fuel?
Well, you have the same problem with boats.
Ooh.
Boat fuel? Well, I mean,
boat
as far
fuel
as
is the same as Zeppelin fuel. It's called gas.
Yeah, but I mean...
boat fuel. No, it's totally different.
Boats can stay in water. You really just have to find a place to anchor, though.
All right, Tatum, we need an answer.
I am sorry, I'm going to have to go with Terri. I think you're going to get eaten before you get as far as, like, out of the city limits.
And if we need to leave, that's where the bikes become a thing. And also constantly training. Cardio is your best friend.
But the truth is, I have my own zombie plan, and that is to dress up like a zombie and just hang out with them and be like, oh, brains, yeah, brah, and like just move.
What happens when you have to like? What happens? I actually saw a comic book about this. So the guy's pretending to be a zombie, and then like
that's
for the first time,
in the zombie
survivor runs out, and then the zombies kill her, and then they're all walking towards her to eat her, and he's like, oh crap, I'm gonna lose my cover. So he starts walking towards her, and then he starts eating her. So he starts acting exactly like a zombie.
So, like, if you don't start eating the victims, the other zombies look at you and, like, judge you? Like, is it a fraternity now? Like, they're zombies. They're not really mental powerhouses.
Like, what zombie... Like, and I know... Okay, let me clarify. We know that, like, zombies aren't really that big of a possibility, honestly.
Like, at all.
But, okay... Eric, like, come on. But, it's fun to joke about that. But the Zombie Survival Guide, it does constantly bring up... They're like, why don't zombies attack other zombies? And, like, is it like a sixth sense that we're unaware of? How can they tell one from the other? So...
There were, like, theories about, like, pheromones or something like that. But it's that's probably the worst part. So if the 20 days later...
Zombies are never going to happen.
Yeah.
Zombies are never going to happen. Dude. Look around you. Look how stupid people are. We already are living among zombies. They're just not dead. Living in the world as it is now is more terrifying than zombies. At least zombies.
You ever been to Austin late at night? Seriously. Or no, I was kind of lost in Fort Worth, and there were like these homeless people, clearly like covered by silhouettes, so all you could see is dark figures, and I'm just like, reverse, go! Fucking zombies, just no.
I think our experience at certain conventions will prepare us for the zombie apocalypse.
Our strategy has almost always been stand there and take the horde. So then again, I don't know. I've left a couple times. I've escaped. We're good at finding back entrances.
Sometimes, Sometimes you have to be really squirrely. Be like, oh, I really, and then you just disappear.
I've been told you're rather squirrely.
I think all of us have ended up in like back kitchens at hotels plenty of times.
Yes, I'm going to start carrying like little smoke bombs with me, so I can be like, oh, I can't. And like the smoke clears and I'm gone.
Or there's just smoke clears and you're like, God damn, this fucking door. All right, Tatum, your turn.
Okay, I like this question. This is a really good question. We've never had one like it before. This comes from Allison.
Hi, Allison.
And it's a bit of a story, and it's fairly involved. Okay, she says 5 years ago I was a passenger. I was a passenger in a pretty nasty car accident. Thankfully, no one was too seriously injured, but it was still a terrifying experience. There was an ambulance not far behind us when the crash happened. The paramedics of which had already gotten off their shift for the day. However, they stopped to help us right away, and one of them, Mike, even came to visit me in the emergency room 4 hours later to see if I was all right. I was and still am blown away by his concern for a 15-year-old girl he didn't even know. And while thinking back on that night, I got to thinking, what's the nicest thing a complete stranger has ever done for you? Or what's the nicest thing you've ever done for a complete stranger?
Oh.
That's a good question. I like that.
Aww.
That's interesting.
We were walking around downtown San Antonio, like I was living in South Texas, and we passed this family, like mother, father, and 3-kid family that were homeless. And they were asking for money so their kids could eat. Clearly not just playing. Like, some people, you're going to be like, it's a fucking scam, blah, blah, blah. But we walked past them and, didn't give them money. And my mom and I kind of felt bad, so we went to McDonald's and got them meals.
That's really cool.
I thought that was cool. And then I think the nicest thing anyone's ever done for me, so I was working at Super Salad. And I got a 2-cent tip off of a 10 table.
The 10-person table?
10-person table.
Fuck them.
And people not sitting in my section tipped me and apologized for those people. So
wow.
I thought that was really cool. It's Super Salad, too, because all we do is get your drinks and bust your table. But what they don't know is you still get paid waiter wages.
Yeah.
They actually gave you,
they tipped me
2 cents?
And they gave me 2 cents. Like,
was it like keep the change, or was it like I'm deliberately giving you 2 cents to let you know what I think of you?
Yeah. You pay before you go and get your food. So it was like a fuck you, blah, blah, blah. But this lady tipped me like $5, which is pretty big
cool.
That's nice.
That. But yeah, and then said, I'm sorry, blah, blah, blah. They were dicks. So, I mean, I'm sure I could think of nicer things, but yeah. You guys?
I got whenever I totaled my first car.
First out of
2.
Yeah. And you're about to get...
You've totaled 2 cars?
Don't look at me.
He's about to get a third one.
Jesus Christ.
First car was my fault. I'll take full responsibility for that. That was my mom's car.
Please don't
but
tell me. Please don't tell me about totaling 2 cars while precariously waving a tool at me. You're about to total me.
Where did this screwdriver even come from?
I think he just produced it out of his pocket like a magician. It's like, sorry, continue your story.
Join my zombie group. I can produce items at random. My plan is to make pistols out of nowhere.
You don't want to know.
Oh.
I've been doing anime too long.
All I have to do is make the Pillsbury Doughboy noise. I can make anything appear.
Well,
that's what I'll do if there's no boats.
What? Oh, look, there's a boat. Okay, but you don't need me. You've already established that.
That's
but anyway,
true.
So you were telling your story,
right? Okay, so it was my mom's Montero Sport Mitsubishi, which is an SUV, and because it was an SUV, and because I was a new driver, and I had overcorrected, I had flipped it over onto its side.
Yep.
Right. And hit a concrete barrier on a bridge, and I'm like blocking the 2 fast lanes of traffic. And
but you were fine.
I was completely fine, but I wasn't sure if I was completely fine because I'd heard that sometimes people like wreck their spine and that shouldn't move. So I'm sitting there in the car in the front seat, like dangling. Sorry, I probably shouldn't demonstrate whenever I'm on the air. I'm dangling sideways, basically held in by my seatbelt. I'm a big advocate now, by the way. Seatbelts
are nice. You weren't before.
Well, the thing is, if I hadn't been wearing a seatbelt when I hit that concrete barrier, I would have flown out of the windshield and like 200 feet to my death because it was a bridge.
I think anyone who doesn't wear seatbelts is an idiot.
That is generally why seatbelts are good.
Right.
Because you can fly out. It only takes 10 feet to fall to your death if you're going fast enough.
Yeah, that's probably true. That makes sense.
So you need a seatbelt.
But anyways, continue.
Okay, so Jeez, where was I going with this? Oh yeah, so I'm sitting there, dangling, and not really wanting to take off my seatbelt because, I don't know, I feel like I should stay still. And then, after a while, some guy, knocks on the glass. He's like, "Hey, you all right?" And, tells me I should get out of my car because it's leaking fluids. And I don't know. That was pretty nice of him. And he was an off-duty cop, so I think a lot of people, just drive past. And actually, now that I think about it, 4 or 5 people stopped, and I think half of them were just really interested. But I appreciated the support.
I hate the people just oh, look, an accident. I don't see a body, damn it. That's all it is. I hate it.
It's natural enough, though, especially when you're in a traffic jam, and you're like, there better be a really good accident up there for me to see.
Well, but then when you learn, that no traftic was blocked, and the reason it was slow was just because people wanted to see.
Off, but
did y'all see the 18-wheeler thing?
When?
There was a news story on an 18-wheeler that somehow ended up suspended from those overhanging signs. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Just the trailer part, and the actual cab of the truck was parked beside it, but the trailer got like that. It was hanging from the sign, and I saw the pictures, and there was a real news story, and it's just how does that happen? There was no explanation. They couldn't figure it out.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
No, I didn't see that. Was this recently?
Have you ever done...
Yeah, no, it was like 2 days ago.
And have you ever done anything super nice for someone you didn't know? You can't say sign something for them at a convention. I'm Aaron Dismuke.
I've also left voicemail for people I didn't know. Not that I can think of, honestly. Like, I feel bad saying that. I mean, I've lent plenty of people money if they, like, ask for it. I've probably been scammed a lot, because I rarely, if somebody, like, walks up and says, hey, and it's usually the same story, something along the lines of, I need gas, my wife or child or dog is in the back of the car. It's like, all right, fine.
We had a guy that constantly did that at the coffee house, and, like, it actually got to the point where, like, dude... Every fucking week, we get it. Do you want alcohol? Like, just ask. Because it's the same fucking story. At least change it up. Tatum.
I have to think about this.
Once I kicked a blind man, I think it was merciful. Let him. Do you know who did that?
What?
There's an artist. That artist, the Limp Clocks. You know what I'm talking about? Salvador Dali. He kicked a blind man.
I'm not surprised. It's Dali. Dali was a crazy son of a bitch.
Who was portrayed very well by our very own Joel
McDonald. In a play called Lobster Alice, which was really well done.
Dali is
Lobster Alice.
Lobster Alice. It's a very, very surrealistic sort of retelling of Dali's experience.
For that 15 seconds of Disney.
When he worked for 6 weeks or so, at Disney to try to do an animated short based off of just his own style.
It's really good.
It's very good. It's a very bizarre little play.
That's when Joel had that creepy mustache.
Joel had he had the Dali mustache, which when he had waxed, it looked great, but when it was unwaxed, it just looked like this horrible thing on his face.
Party.
Yeah! But he was awesome in the role. Joel was such a fucking wonderful actor, but he was born to play Dali.
Brought my fake mustache and everything.
Nicest thing I've ever done for someone. I've generally always been the type of guy that if I see somebody getting picked on by someone who's much bigger than them, or someone that they can't really defend themselves against, I will step in and be like, hey, the fuck is your problem? And do something.
Be Swayze.
Generally.
Yeah. Be Patrick. Nobody puts baby in a corner.
Yeah, it's kind of, I guess, and I don't know where that comes from. I mean, I was, I don't know, I guess I got picked on a lot in school, so when I got bigger and older and, like, tougher, I was like, not on my watch,
you didn't get picked on, did you?
No.
No, I didn't get picked on in high school, because by that time I started getting big and scary.
Fuck you, Aaron.
No, I was, several years ago, this is when I lived in Addison, you know this story, I'd gone to the grocery store at like 10 at night to get some stuff for the office the next day because we needed just some odds and ends for a meeting.
It's when you were still bigwig.
Yeah, when I was bigwig, when I was the office manager for an advertising firm in Dallas, and it was like 10 o'clock at night, and everyone and their fucking dog was in this store, and there was only one lane open, so it was like 15 people in line.
Yeah.
Many of them with like a week's worth of groceries and stuff. It was no big deal. I mean, I'm just like, it is what it is. What are you going to do? At least this young girl that was working the register was, busting her ass to get people through as quickly as possible. Yeah. So, I wasn't pissed off. But there was a guy in front of me with a little baby, a little girl on his shoulder asleep. And right behind me there was this big fucking just lug of a human being and his horrible wife behind me that were clearly drunk and just
they were little jobalicious. Were they little?
They were very, and they were not very happy about having to wait in line, even though we're all waiting in line, and it's just life.
Aren't we all waiting?
It's like, and you look at, especially, and it's hard for me to hear people complain about waiting in line when I look and all they're waiting to buy is like a bag of chips and some salsa. I'm like, Go home. I'm like, that you're not buying insulin.
If we don't get this chips and salsa right now, my kid's gonna die.
Yeah, it's like, go fuck yourself.
And
you
if they're
don't
drunk,
need this tonight.
They should just go to Whataburger.
You're also 80 pounds overweight. You can probably do without a few carbs, asshole. So, but the guy was being really impatient, and he started screaming at the manager, who was on the other side, like, trying to open up another till, but it was taking time. She had to count everything out. And so this man is like, you know, you open up another you know, and this guy.
Well, it's not at night, too. I mean,
yeah, it's night. And it's so, but it's just this random thing. And so his yelling wakes up the baby in front of him, and the baby starts crying. And the man, the father, just is, you know, trying to get it back to sleep. Now, when the man with the baby gets to the cashier is like saying, you know, trying to calm the baby as well, saying, "Oh, honey, did the big mad man scare you? We're sorry, we won't let him get you." Well, apparently that rubbed fat ass the wrong way, because behind me I hear his wife going, "Did you hear what she said? She said apparently you scared that baby because you're a big scary guy." And so I'm like, "Oh fuck, you're kidding me? They're not."
I can't understand a word you're saying.
They're not gonna start shit with this fucking cashier who's maybe 20 years old, you know? And so when I get up there and I'm paying for my shit, he starts giving her the business and starts talking to her. And I didn't hear everything that was said because there was a lot of people. But at this point I had said nothing but hello to the cashier, and she was being sweet and nice, but then she was paying attention to the big asshole behind me who was now saying shit. And I guess she had bruises on her arms, like not significant bruises, just like bruises from like working. You know, and he made mention of them, and she sort of clammed up and looked at him and was kind of, you know, trying to hold her own, and she said something to the effect of, actually, no, these are bruises from my mother, who is an invalid, and so I have to lift her out of the bed to, like, you know, bathe her and, like, get her in the wheelchair every day. That's what these bruises are from, sir, and not that it's really any of your business. I mean, like, she's really choking back, just trying not to just lose her shit. And then I kind of get what's going on, and then this fucking asshole just goes, "Yeah, whatever, honey. Seems like a husband problem to me." And the girl starts just fucking crying. I mean, like she has nothing, and so I'm like, at this point, I'm like, fuck, I have to do something. I can't just stand here. So I turn to the guy and I start applauding him. Like there's about 15 people in line behind us. I'm like, bravo, holy shit, dude, that is awesome. You scared a baby and now you're making a grown woman cry. You are my fucking hero. And like he was just like taken aback by this because I guess he's not realizing, you know, he's about 2 feet fucking taller than me. This guy was massive. And I'm just like, dude, I want to shake your fucking hand. Oh my god, it must be so awesome to be as badass as you. And everyone starts fucking laughing at him because everyone, like, not everyone knows what's going on, but they know this guy, that's the one that was yelling earlier, and so they're like, and he gets really mad. Well, by that time, several of the people that worked at the store like came in to kind of intervene because they thought we were about to get into it, and thank God they did, because had we gotten into it, this guy would have pounded me into the dirt, you know, in seconds. Eat me alive.
With salsa.
Yeah, with salsa and chips. I would have gone down with mission tortillas.
What a horrible way to go.
So it was really funny. So like they pushed him out of the store, and he was being an asshole, like, you know, okay, I guess I'm never going to shop here again. And I'm like, yeah, they're really going to, and I'm screaming, I'm like, yeah, they're really going to miss you, motherfucker. They're really going to miss you. And
it turns out they went bankrupt because he wasn't buying from
he was solely responsible for keeping their chip aisle stocked. But as I was sitting there, like, he passed by me as they were kicking him out, and he kind of stopped me for a second and was like, you know what, you ain't a little guy, but would you think I could take you? And I just looked at him and I was like, fuck, I've got to do something really, really quick, or I'm going to, like, look really stupid. So I just, like, looked at him really psycho, and I was like, dude, if I had a gun or a knife and knew how to use it, it wouldn't fucking matter how much bigger you are than me, motherfucker. Why don't you just get the fuck out of here? and he, like, his wife was like, come on, let's go. So they leave, and he's shouting at the store on the way out, and I'm just sitting there, and I kind of turn to the girl, and she's like, the tears have stopped now, and she's just kind of looking like, what the fuck has happened? And I'm like, can you imagine being that big of an asshole? Like, man, it must be really tough. And she's like, yeah, whatever. And she kind of continues, and I'm like, sweetheart, you're like, don't listen to that guy. He's a drunk bastard. You know, like, at least you don't have to wake up next to that every day, right? Fuck that. And she's just kind of like smiling in that weird kind of like way, like, hey, thank you, please don't kill me. And it occurs to me, I'm like, I don't
like
actually.
You did all that, then you're like, all right, this is a stick-up.
Yeah, this is a fucking stick-up. Yeah. So as I turned to her, and I'm like,
that much of an
and I was like,
all right, everybody.
I have standards.
Now that the big motherfucker's gone, we can party. So I turned to her, and immediately, and then there's like this big brick shithouse like guy that was like was bagging my groceries, which was all of like 2 bags.
Yeah.
And I turned to him and the cashier, and I'm like, I don't actually have a gun or a knife. I just said that to scare the guy so that he would leave me alone. And they kind of, okay. And like the bag boy starts laughing. He's like, you need help out to your car with my 2 bags? And I'm like, yes. So that was that. I mean, and I've done shit like that before, and I'm sure one day I'm going to get.
I always feel like it's my responsibility, because I always look around when shit like that's happening, and just kind of like, really, like, am I the only one that has a problem with this? Am I the only one that has a problem with this? Because most of the time, there aren't people like you. It's just people going like, no, don't get me fucking involved. Don't get me involved.
I look away when I'm like, fuck you, get involved. And I mean, it's like I look at myself and I'm like, I've got the natural advantage because I'm pretty big, so. If I don't do something, I can't expect this, 90-pound, 5'2" person to step in. Right. I mean, if I don't, not that it's necessarily always about size or ability, but like, if someone's being a douchebag, I have a better shot of stepping in and kind of putting them on the straight and narrow by just looking at them and being, you need to fucking stop.
Yeah.
So it's weird. But I mean, my mom's that way too. My mom is a little woman, but man, if she sees something going around, she's like fucking spitfire.
Yeah.
So I guess that's where I get it from. But I don't know. As far as the nicest thing that's ever been done for me, I don't know. I've had a lot of luck with strangers. I've had a lot of people do really sweet things. I remember being the car wreck thing reminds me of I was in a really bad car wreck with my mom when I was young. I couldn't drive yet. I was only about 14 or 15, and we just had it was like a really complex accident. There was like 12 cars involved or something, or 12, but there was like 8. And I was terrified. Like, we weren't really badly hurt, but the car couldn't move. And so we had to, like, this was the day before cell phones and stuff. So a complete stranger, a complete stranger who had lived, she lived in an apartment complex near where the accident happened, saw the wreck happen because I guess she was sitting out on her balcony or something and saw it. Ran over because she thought she recognized a friend's car as part of the accident, which turned out, fortunately for her, not to be the case. But she came up to check it out, and when she saw me, this little kid, 14, who was just shaking really badly, and my mother shaking really badly, and I'm trying to comfort my mother, she came to us and said, and explained why she had shown up, and that luckily her friend was not involved in this accident, but that her apartment was right over there. If we wanted, we can come in and like use her phone and call whoever we needed to come get us or whatever, because we didn't have cell phones back then. This was like 90. It's probably 90 actually, come to think of it.
Oh wow.
And so she
can't imagine this world without cell phones.
So fuck you. And so she walked us back to her. I know. She walked us back to her apartment, and she not only she let us use her phone, like she'd never seen this before in her life. She let us use her phone, and like she gave us some food and water because we were like so shaken up. She's like, you really should eat something, and so she's like fucking made us a sandwich. Aww. I mean, and she was maybe 22 or something at the time, and she was a young gal. But that was a really sweet thing that she did for my mom and I.
There's some just amazing people in this world. But unfortunately, they're overshadowed by the cockholes.
It's a new one.
Cockhole, jackhole. I like to add, I like to combine.
Sounds like a new kind of flower.
No, I don't know. Like, anytime I've had car trouble, and before I even got my license, I was in at least 20 accidents.
Okay, what?
I believe it. I've been in the car with you.
No.
How many accidents have you caused in your life?
I have not caused any of them.
Any?
Any
You've been
of them.
20 accidents.
I've also been hit by a car.
You have a lot of bad karma. That's all.
Not
karma.
Yeah, not anymore.
Karma with the C. I don't know.
Rolling my eyes. Oh, you guys
Karma.
are hilarious. But no.
20 accidents?
At least.
20 accidents?
That's ridiculous.
Well, you got to think about it. Other friends that got their license and just being in the car with those shitbag things. Like, in high school, at least, that accounts for 15 of them. In junior high, I was hit by a car when someone wasn't going the school zone speed limit. I got hit by a car going 40 miles an hour. And I was able to walk within 2 days, but the guy drove off. Like, that's the kind of assholes that are in this world. Like,
most people, I'd say 80% of people are dicks.
Yeah.
Because, I don't know, it's easy.
It's the small percentage of nice people that make up for it. Because there's some amazing people in this world.
Whenever I get really mad at someone for being an asshole, sometimes I'd like to just kind of blame it on the circumstance and be like, well, maybe under the auspices of a different set of circumstances, they would act differently. And so I always, if someone really pisses me off, I try to imagine them like saving a puppy. and I've yet to meet
the Family Guy.
Yeah.
Man, that guy's being a dick. Hey, that guy gives half of his paycheck to kids with diseases.
yeah. I've yet to meet anyone that I could not envision saving a puppy or a kitten. You know, like I've yet to meet someone that I truly would think, oh, they wouldn't save the puppy. They eat them.
What are the circumstances of this puppy? Like, what's about to happen to it?
I don't know. Like, I picture this person like walking down the street in the rain in a hurry, with groceries and a broken umbrella or something. Yeah. So they're getting drenched, and they see this little starveling cat or puppy, like
a skinny puppy.
You know, in a storm drain or something, and they hear it, and so they draw, and they can't bring themselves to stop to keep going, so they stop by and they fish it out and they take it home and they nurse it to health.
I think there are a lot of people that wouldn't do it.
That was actually the first screenplay of
There are probably some people that might fish it out of a storm drain and then. Okay, you're right.
That's enough.
Once you've done it,
you're a dog person.
It's a
you
puppy.
now have a dog. Maybe you'll keep it for at least a few days while you find it. You're not just going to wait until it stops raining and let it go. You know, because I'll let you back out. You did so well on your own before I found you.
But I'll tell you, at the same time, I know for a fact that I've at least at one point let a dog that was just around probably 2 or 3 dogs I haven't taken home if I saw them. Okay, I've taken home more dogs than I haven't.
Taken home versus saving. I mean,
your dogs are adorable. I got
my dogs are adorable.
Have you ever passed by an animal that would have died had you not intervened?
Yeah, but you can always justify it. I don't know if those dogs died or not, dude. They could be dead.
Well, that's not the point. The point is if there's a chance they could die without you.
So what an inspiring question that led that dark path.
I mean, but how do you... Okay, so wait, the puppy is in a storm drain.
Yeah.
How do you see it? It's just has its 2 front paws.
You hear it. You hear it whining.
Oh, you hear a whining puppy.
Yeah.
You'd have to... How did you fish it out?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe you get a branch from a tree, or maybe it's not a very deep storm drain.
All right, new question.
It's a very shallow storm drain. I don't think it would perform its function. For
new question. Okay.
I have very long arms. I can touch the bottom of a storm drain. I bet you could too.
New question.
Especially the dog has had to.
I think we should go outside right now and see how far into a storm drain we can reach. Because those are some deep things. I'm not gonna lie. I can stand fully up inside of a storm drain.
I'd be willing to bet you money.
But you're like a giant.
Yeah, but my
point is, Aaron, if I ever find out that you passed by a storm drain with a puppy in it and at least not tried to fish it out, I will be very, very upset with you.
What you don't know is Tatum. Actually, anytime you walk around a neighborhood with Tatum, he constantly looks in storm drains.
I do. I'm worried for animals.
Search for puppies.
Is there any animal that can use my help? Anyone?
One of these days, you're gonna think it's a puppy, but it'll just be a raccoon, and it's gonna bite you.
I know the difference between a puppy and a raccoon.
In the dark?
Do you?
Yes, in the dark. Yes, even in the dark.
Raccoons
they smell
more
differently. They
closely
sound
related
different.
They're more closely related to cats than dogs.
That's true.
Okay, this is from Amy, and she asks all of us, or she says she's giving us a scenario, which I do love when they give us scenarios.
Okay,
those are fun.
Okay, you are an alien life form that has just made contact with humans on Earth. Describe how you appear to humans, and name and describe the planet you are from.
Cat Planet Cuties.
Wait. Read all that again if you don't mind.
You are an alien life form that has just made contact with humans on Earth. Describe how you appear to the humans, and name and describe the planet you come from.
I think I would not have a biological form. I think I would be abstract thought. And so I would appear
from another planet.
Seriously, and it's a planet.
From Abstracticon.
It's a very thoughtful planet.
It would be a planet. It would be a planet where the living inhabitants were just various forms of consciousness that inhabited various forms, but that were themselves free floating. And
so you're from the spirit world.
Not really a spirit world. Let's say
sounds like the spirit world.
Let's say there's an energetic basis to it, but it's very much of the world, just not organic. And I would communicate with people by getting in their minds and rearranging what they saw and heard. Ooh. To communicate with them. I'm actually ripping that off from a Doctor Who book, but it's a really good alien, and I'm going to go with that.
You can do that. I mean, who's to say you can't get inspiration?
I felt like you were ripping it off from the drug acid, but
The drug acid.
Changing the way that they see
the drug acid. I love the way you said that.
Gonna go smoke the marijuana. The Mary Jane.
The marijuana.
The marijuana. The marijuana.
So that would be me. I would be pure abstraction that communicated to
What's the name of your
people.
planet? Describe.
Bob.
Okay, and you already described the planet.
Yeah. The planet is crystalline, we'll say. The planet is mainly crystalline structures and, matrices of various simple compounds. And it would be just this gigantic planet. Probably have some name like a number and a Latin word. Maybe its name would be impronounceable. One can only think its name. It can't be spoken or written down.
The planet is different. Its name's differently to everybody.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
A Latin word and a number. Siempre 7. All right. No, Aaron? Nothing?
Let me think. All right, so my planet, kind of a lot of gaseousness. So it's a very foggy planet in general, and there's some floating islands.
Gassy planet.
It smells like terrible.
All the inhabitants have IBS,
which is why everyone's left.
Like the Slitheen, just.
That's what they sound like when they walk around.
And they're terrible monsters that make that noise, but they live in deep canyons that permeate the core and go miles deep into my planet.
Wow.
Yeah. And let me think.
The name of your planet.
What's it called?
Yeah.
The Araxis Kashmor.
Okay.
So it's Russian.
What is that?
What?
What is it?
I made it up. Seriously.
That came up really quick.
He made it up.
You don't believe
I believe it? He's good at this.
I don't believe anything. Look at him.
I believe it. Look at him. He's sticking his tongue out sheepishly between his teeth. That totally means he's being honest.
Look it up.
But what do you look like? What do you look like as an alien from it? What do you look like? What do you do? What's your thing? What's your mo?
Let me think. All right. Yep. Wow. That was a lot of words you said.
They're all basically the same question.
All right.
I was giving you time to think.
Oh, thank you. It didn't help. It disrupted my thought patterns.
Wow, you're so quick on your feet when naming the planet.
I know. I'm only quick with things that take less than 3 seconds to say. That I'm sharp at. If it takes longer, not so much. Okay. So I have long arms. Abnormally
like
so.
You do now. Okay.
Yeah. And okay. No, I've got it. Okay. So my planet consists of snake-like creatures, right? Like the sentients, and I'm one of them naturally. And what we have is our bodies split apart.
He told me about this dream he had about a snake, and it sounds exactly like this.
Our bodies split apart, and then they come back together at the end, right? And then it's like two little tails, right? We're very venomous, and we're blue and no, we're red and green. Red and green. And the thing about us is that even though we're very venomous snakes, we're also able to stretch, like convolute our bodies until we look like sweet kittens as well.
You get caught in storm drains, and that's how you lure your prey. I like this.
Then we drag the humans into the storm drains, and we feast upon them, and that's how...
We eat good Samaritans. I love it.
And that's why the world has so many assholes. Slowly but steadily.
Because the snake thing...
Killing all the good people.
Because the snake things from or whatever killed off all the nice ones.
What did I say? What was that word?
It sounded Russian. It sounded
we'll play it back.
Okay, cool.
We'll play it backwards, and he's saying, like, kill the puppy.
Kill the puppy.
I love it.
I think there isn't really a form, but we, like my planet, can change it so we can fit in anywhere. So shapeshifter-ish. But just naturally, we all kind of look the same. And therefore, we just hate people based on who they are, not what they look like.
Is the planet icy, or is it
the tropical? Planet, it's neutral. It's only one season. And if it's just my people, we communicate telepathically.
How is there only one season? Are there multiple suns? I think you need 6 suns You need 6 suns to have one season.
Sure.
If they were...
And those suns would be on their way towards collision. And so it would be a matter of time before your planet was incinerated.
No, the suns would not be on their way towards collision necessarily, because they may be... The sun, there might be one that's millions of miles closer than the other one, but they shine...
6 suns
similar.
could be surrounding, like in like a cube-like form that it would require. I mean, it would have to be like a sphere of suns, basically.
No, not necessarily. You're not
For there to
taking
be
into
no
account.
seasons?
You're not taking into account that this particular sun may be with. And seasons have nothing to do with necessarily having the number of suns you have. It has to do with how distant a planet is from the sun, so that it makes very little difference depending on what
that has to do with the climate in general. But I mean, the tilt,
it has to do with the tilt. Like so like if the sun is far enough away, it doesn't really matter how you're tilted or whatever. Like basically the surface of the planet. I mean, you have like dark sides and light sides, but the climate is continuous.
But that's if the sun's
like planets
really far
like
away,
Neptune
right?
and Pluto don't really have, even though
but they're really cold. Is your
don't
planet
have
really
seasons.
No.
See,
maybe it's heated.
Yeah, maybe.
They're clever people.
Yeah, so
they heated it from the inside.
I don't know what the name would be. What would the name be?
They're shapeshifters. Come on,
Troy.
No,
Robert. I don't know.
Another planet nearby that tries to invade your planet.
Rick.
Yeah, no, not at all. Zeus. There you go.
Planet Zeus.
Planet Zeus.
Oh God.
I propose we take a break.
Yes, I propose we
go try to find Planet Zeus and Deglos 9 and
yes, we'll take a break.
I want you to prove you can reach the bottom of a storm drain during this break.
Okay. Wow.
I don't have to reach the bottom of it. I just have to reach the puppy. If the puppy's like a foot or so high, then there you go.
Oh my God,
you have to
let's
get a
take
foot
a
from
break.
the storm. Okay.
Be back. Tatum, that is disgusting. And we're back.
Sorry, that's how I warm up. And you said I couldn't reach the bottom of the storm drain. Fuck you, Aaron Dismuke. Fuck you.
Yeah, but you went like Lenny on that puppy. Stop.
Oh, I don't know my own
This is
strength.
why we don't have puppies, Lenny.
I just, I didn't have to reach the bottom of the storm
This is why
drain.
we don't have nice living things, Lenny.
I didn't have to reach the bottom of the storm drain. I just ripped the top of it off with my bare hands, and there you go.
It was a sight.
Okay, so we've had so many questions sent just because I don't know why people like asking Aaron questions.
It's very popular for some strange reason. I don't know why that is.
They think I'm.
Why do you
Never
think
mind.
you're so popular?
Why do I think I'm so popular?
That's a Terry from Terri Doty.
All I've ever been willing to say on the topic of my popularity is I'm so popular, but I don't get past the fact that I'm so popular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how you introduced yourself to me. I found that rather odd.
I'm Aaron. I'm really popular. You've heard of me.
So let's
Not you've probably heard of me.
So let's record some big wind up. I mean, or whatever. Wow.
What a douche. It's nice to see it
So
hasn't
when
gone to
Aaron
your
plays
head.
really
Yeah.
sweet, innocent, it's really just a testament to his acting ability.
No, it's never gone to my head because I get home from voice acting or a convention and my dad's like, "Hey, shovel this shit. Where did you get this manure, Dad?" I don't know. Shovel it.
It's just
I have plenty
your
of
mom told me
chores.
you were having a lot of fun over the weekend, so I thought I'd keep you in check.
Thought we'd just keep you anchored in the reality.
Yep.
And also having a little brother that's constantly, testing the big brother title, I'm sure is
It's
a
true,
nice
and
little-
I'll tell you, he's definitely like one-upped me on just about everything already. Like he's 8 years old, and he's been. Well, he's never mind. I probably shouldn't discredit. Whatever. He's gotten a girl to her panties. Yeah. He's 8
Wait,
now.
he's 8. What?
This was when he was 5 that he did it too.
Oh my god.
Well, the first time he did it was 5. Also 7. He got caught in the girls'
Dismuke's
bathroom
a
doing
dangerous
it.
breed.
Yeah, no.
I guess.
My little brother is a fiend. I don't know how else to describe it.
Wow.
Yeah.
What?
He makes you seem innocent.
Exactly. Just so, yeah.
All right, so because we've asked you so many questions, seriously, thanks everybody. I always absolutely adore anytime you guys send stuff in, and they're all well thought out and amazing. But we're going to answer some quicker questions, lightning round, because we took a
It was a really lame thunderclap I just did. It's more like a duck dying.
Or like what Greg would do when he would do the outros for Shikabane Hime, be like, my mother was defiled. And he always did this. And we would keep that in until, it went to mix. And they'd be like, hey, can you cut that out? We really don't need that. Okay. I love this very simple question. And I'm assuming it's for all of us. It's from Maddie. What's it like to be tall? We're all tall people. I'm tall as girls are concerned.
Yeah.
And you're 6... Okay, I'm 5'11", 6 foot, depending on what convenience store I'm leaving. And... You're 6'4".
6'3", 6'4", yeah.
And
but
Tatum's 6'3". Yeah. So, what's it like to be tall? It sucks as a girl, to buy clothes sometimes.
It sucks as a guy to buy clothes too. I'll tell you.
Yes.
I never could have joined the skinny jean fad. Never. It just couldn't happen for me.
No, I don't think you need.
What do you call what you're wearing?
These aren't skinny jeans. These are just jeans.
No, like the ones that are painted on your leg.
I got you. Okay.
Like the ones that Will.
The ones that Will Short would wear. Okay, yeah.
But Will also wore girls' jeans.
They were girl jeans because he had the legs for it.
Bitch.
Yeah, little motherfucker.
Who are y'all talking about?
Well, sure. You remember him? He was an engineer on some of Shikabane's red hair.
Oh, yeah,
The one that wasn't Joe.
I didn't know he wore women's pants.
Yeah, those are women's pants.
That's cool, I guess.
Yeah.
All right.
His last
Most
name...
male pants don't really accent the booty. And he's got a booty.
Yeah, he's got...
But it didn't help that we
nice.
constantly mentioned him, like, you got a butt. Thanks.
He's like, thanks.
Yeah, thanks, man. Oh, man. It's a good thing Will doesn't listen to the show.
Thank God. Maybe he does in secret, and now he's gonna, I don't know. What's he gonna do? Be mad because we told him he had a nice ass?
All right, I love that. Okay, lightning round.
Lightning round.
It has its ups and downs, but mostly I like that I can always reach the top shelf of things. There you go. Without a step ladder.
Tree climbing is convenient.
Yes, we've all seen you climb trees, actually. I think it sucks because it's not a tall person's world, and you're exploited by average-sized people to get things for them when you're tall. Like, hey, could you reach the top shelf? I'm like, why do you have a top shelf if you can't reach it?
I can't.
True.
Yeah, it's not that big of a deal. Cars are inconvenient. Unless you want a big fucking car, that legroom is a problem. Traveling on a plane is a problem.
Fine, but Joshua's car is tiny.
No.
So when you get out, it's like, oh my god,
it's like a magic trick. I'm like, ta-da! Holy fuck! You can't imagine how many times I get stared at when I get out of that car in a parking lot.
I didn't like, as a single person especially, to be tall because all the guys that were just kind of I always got hit on by shorter guys that they're like, I don't care that you're taller than me. I'm like, I know I shouldn't care, but I really do that you're shorter than me. And,
they would go for a taller girl to try to fix their gene pool, right? Makes sense.
To give their children
I'll tell you,
a better shot.
Short girls have a higher likelihood of coming on to me. I'm just saying. Short girls more than tall girls. Yeah. There's the occasional tall girl, but she's usually kind of weird.
Okay, but your preference?
My preference between short and tall girls? Mm-hmm. I'm apathetic. I like average height because that's short enough for me, but I don't like to have to bend over to kiss someone.
You don't like an obstacle to the kiss?
Exactly.
No, not. Yeah, but I've met someone that's Steven's maybe a little taller than me. Most of that's his crazy Beekman swirled hair, though.
All right. Next question.
Lightning.
This one's from Colleen. If you were a villain in a horror movie, how would you go about eliminating people?
This is a brilliant question, Colleen.
Well, I would.
And I applaud you.
I would be a snake-like creature that split its body and could turn into a kitten.
Boo! You can't recycle answers, you dumbass.
And I would lure people into storm drains.
With my sweet meow.
What would this meow sound like?
Fine, I would just get a sound machine that made meow noise.
What would the meow sound like? Give us some meow that makes me want to rescue you. Oh, that's pathetic.
Sounds like a person doing a shitty cat impression stuck in that thunder.
You want a box?
Actually, kind of sounds like someone moving furniture on the wood floor.
Meow. Oh, that's pretty good.
Wait, I do it better if I get water. Hold on.
Warming up.
I speak cat.
Warming up. Warming up the voice. That sounds exactly like your cat.
Fine.
Yeah, that sounds exactly like Angus.
I'd kidnap you, hold you at gunpoint, make you make meow noises in a storm train.
Yeah, Jesus, this just keeps coming back to bite me in the ass. You know what? I'm going to be a dick from now on. Fuck it, I'm not helping anybody.
All right, Marissa asks, I'm sure we could answer this too, you and me, but we'll have Aaron answer it first. This is from Girl Aaron. I'm assuming a girl because it's E-R-I-N.
I picture Aaron at home, like, typing this question up, wearing a bow in his hair and, like, a sundress.
He, like, parts his hair out of different
That's your alter ego.
No, but Aaron asks, what's the weirdest thing you've been grounded for?
What's the weirdest thing?
Ooh, I don't know if I want to answer that.
Give me a second.
Hello, you're an actor. Lie.
Oh, I forgot. Actors lie.
For a living.
Weirdest thing I've been grounded for. I got grounded for kicking out the bathroom window in 3rd grade at my school.
Why'd you do that?
This is where it gets interesting. In 3rd grade, I had procured a large amount of free Dragon Ball Z anime. Yes. And, from Justin Cook. And so I was humming to myself the theme song, perhaps, as I went to the bathroom. And it was after school, during the Clayton daycare while I wait to get picked up in that interval. And, so I'm singing that song to myself, and then I'm thinking, how cool would it be if I could run on walls, right? And so there's the bathroom wall that doesn't have urinals on it, and it has some glass on it. But I'm like, I'm a pretty tiny guy, so I'm like, dragon, rock the dragon, And so I go, pa 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 pa, and I run across the windows, like by holding onto the radiator right under the windows, right? Successfully, nothing breaks. I do it again. Foot goes straight through the window. I fall over. I get up, looking through the glass that I just shattered. There's like all these kids and like one adult are playing like wall ball or something, and they're all just looking at me through it. I'm just like, I just start crying, and yeah, that's super grounded. Yep.
What about you?
I was living with my grandma for a year, and I like to remind people, because a lot of people forget, like I'm Hispanic, and my grandmother does not speak a lot of English, but I got grounded because she didn't like when I watched anything that wasn't like Univision or Telemundo, and it's like I got so tired of watching Cristina, and I was like, Cristina sucks. So I got grounded for a week for saying Cristina sucks.
Really?
Maybe because I didn't say it in Spanish. I don't know.
It's rough.
Yeah.
I got grounded for 6 weeks for covering my brother's new car in biscuit dough. That's not the first time I'd covered his car in stuff, but that was the first time I got caught. He did something years prior that had ticked me off, and so I covered his car with bologna. Like slices of just packaged bologna, because we had tons of it in the house for some reason and out in the deep freeze. And if you leave that shit on the car, it totally eats the paint away overnight.
Oh, God.
Oil. And so he had a red car, and it made it look like he had a red pink polka dot car the next morning. And he never figured out that it was me. He thought it was one of his friends playing a prank on him, but it was wonderful. He had to spend like however much money to get it repainted. It was hilarious. And then like
at least 400.
And then at least. And it was like a nice car. This is like really. And so, but the next time he got a brand new car, he got a truck. Mm-hmm. And I was like, you got a truck now. And so the challenge was, my mother just happened to have a shit ton of biscuit dough tins in the deep freeze.
Yeah.
And I took them all out. And
Why did you do this?
Because again, my brother probably done something to tick me off. And so I just covered his car in biscuit dough. And then, of course, it was discovered that all the biscuit dough tins were missing. And my brother was like, or my mother was like, my God! And then I got grounded for 6 weeks.
You probably should have bought your own biscuit dough.
I didn't exactly have a source of income when I was 11.
I see.
Not like, a lot of 11, 12-year-olds weren't voice acting like you.
Yeah, I wasn't doing anything.
Yeah, it happens. It's okay.
So.
Like, wow, what's that like? Another lightning round. That's just a shitty gun.
5 things you can't live without. And, don't say, air, food, water. I'm sure she means this comes from Marissa. I'm sure Marissa means, things that, that from which you draw emotional support.
Okay, I cannot live without an MP3 player, for sure, of some sort. And I know that because I've lost, 8. I've gone through like 3 iPods and like
clearly
4
you can live
MP3
quite
players.
well without them.
Well, I keep buying them, even though I know it's a terrible investment because I've lost $800 that way, probably. You know,
God,
isn't it horrible?
You'd think you'd keep up with it better. It's such a vital part of you.
I lose everything very easily.
You are such a scatterbrain. It's hilarious.
It's terrible.
Well, he is. Remember, sometimes like, hey, you know, you have a session today. No. Yeah, it started 10 minutes ago.
Crap.
Yeah. We'll say he said crap.
Yeah, we'll pretend that.
But really, it's like, oh, shit. Mom! Okay, 5 things.
Mother
5
tears.
things. So there's MP3 player.
MP3 player. Can't live without cats in the world. I need there to be cats. I like cats a lot.
Kitty.
They make me happy.
That's 2.
Then food. And then
Water,
air.
shelter. Shut up.
I can live without shelter. I could be homeless. There's actually very little. Like I
Just
plan
keep looking for a boat.
when I have a house. I plan
A houseboat.
I just have to give you a hard time. These 2 things.
ever. My plan is still better than yours.
No, it's not.
This is.
No, it's
Listen
not.
to jazz.
It's not a good plan at all. Sorry. So this hubris, this 18-year-old hubris, it's like, no, my plan is perfect. And then
I'm not saying my plan's perfect. I'm just saying that I think it's better to, like, especially if you're staying on rooftops where the zombies
You have 3
can't
things
reach
left.
you. Yeah, but all right, okay.
Maybe a copy of Zombie Survival Guide. I'm just fucking.
That's really, like, I don't think there are 5 things that I can't live without. Like, there's very little I can't live without. Probably just the music. I guess I need a computer to charge it with.
There you go.
Okay.
Well, and something to charge the computer.
And then a windmill to power the computer.
Okay.
How very steampunk of you. I think that's 5 things now, isn't it? Yeah, I thought he said...
There's MP3 player, there's kittens or cats. Then there's...
Computer,
windmill.
We could just call a windmill a power source of some sort.
A power source. Okay, you can't live without power.
Yeah.
One more thing. So much for lightning round. Speaking of power source, there must be something that you're not thinking about that when
hair
taken
products,
from you.
I'm guessing.
You want a box?
Do you not use hair products?
Like
my ass,
shampoo,
you don't use hair products.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. A good conditioner.
Okay. But no, Aussie conditioner, as long as we're on the product thing, use Aussie. It's amazing. It is a 3-minute miracle. It's not just saying that.
And
That anime show is sponsored by Aussie.
Aaron has great
Add some
hair,
roux to your
so
due.
Aaron has fantastic hair, so I'm inclined to believe him.
Why, thank you.
Terry, 5 things.
5 things
You can't live without.
What I listen to the most is my MP3 player because my music, and also most of my yoga practice things are on my MP3 player. So MP3 player, yoga mat because I love doing yoga anywhere. Blah blah blah. Yoga mat. Orange juice. I absolutely love orange juice. It's like my favorite thing. I don't know why.
See? Harder than it seems.
I'm still answering quicker than you. See, this is like...
Girls, you're both pretty. Stop it.
Chuck Taylors. Clearly I love them. Also endorsed.
I can't live without them.
I do love some Chucks. I don't know why, but I do.
I really think we should get some like checks from each of the products. We've both advertised one product now.
Seriously. And,
Are you kidding me? We've already done it for free. They're not going to pay us now.
And chai tea. Because I love chai tea.
Chai tea is good.
I know, I'm lame, but there you go.
I couldn't live without books.
Okay.
I couldn't live without music, whatever form. But I could probably find a way to live without my MP3 player, as long as I had my piano. So I'll say some source of music, whether it's listening to it or playing it or both. Doctor Who. Really and truly, that sounds ridiculous,
Oh, no,
but I don't want to live in a world where Doctor Who is not available anymore. That would suck.
You're a true Whovian.
Yes.
You need a TV and a DVD player now.
Yeah, but I don't want to go
now you
that
have no
route.
power source.
I'm assuming those things are out there, like air and water.
That's me with like the books and stuff. I'm assuming that stuff. But stuff like that, I want to constantly have readily available.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I can't live without having easy access to nature. I would need to be somewhere where I can walk and commune with the outdoors and the trees and birds and animals and stuff. So I would need that. Definitely need that. Preferably somewhere near the ocean. That would be my favorite. The ocean is my favorite type of nature in the raw. And I don't know, pretty people.
Hats.
I could live without hats. I want there to be pretty people in the world. I like pretty people to be in the world. I wouldn't want to live in a world where no pretty people were.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Just constantly go to people, thanks. You must think you're pretty. There's a question for Steven that Steven did answer. I'm thinking I'm getting it right. Does Steven have a favorite knife brand and or design? I don't think he has a favorite design, but one of his favorite brands is Gerber. I didn't know that Gerber did that. I'm assuming it's a different company. But yeah.
I don't know, maybe they
branched out. Baby food and knives. Now coming together.
Yeah, what the hell? They do kind of go together. I mean, maybe.
You know, if the baby food doesn't work.
That was from AC.
It gives desperate mothers their second option.
Your child won't eat? Well, brandish this knife at them. They'll eat those fucking peas.
Okay, this is also from Marissa.
Until they eat those
carrots. What's your favorite song to belt out in the car?
Ooh.
That's a good one.
April Fool's Day by Rufus Wainwright.
Oh, that's a good one. Anything by that guy, actually.
Yeah.
Ooh, slightly embarrassing. All These Things That I've Done by The Killers.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Nice.
I do it as a last resort when I've forgotten to warm up before an audition or a session. Is I sing Tribute by Tenacious D. Yeah, so that's a really good warm up, actually.
All right, if all three of you woke up being the opposite gender, what would you do?
A lady.
I
would probably be horrible at it.
I would go and visit a lot of very cute straight men that I know and be like, hey, we can do this now. It doesn't have to be awkward.
Don't tell them you're Tatum.
Yeah. I hope that.
Tell them, no, what you do is you tell them afterwards.
Yeah.
No, you transform back and you go, gay now.
Yeah. I do hope that when I transform into a woman that I become a beautiful woman and I don't just continue looking like me with a vagina. That would be, I don't think I have much luck.
Aw, I don't know. No, in all reality, I would be very satisfied with just being able to pee standing.
it's not all it's cracked up to be.
You would just drink a lot.
Well, no, like especially with the constant hiking and stuff that Steven and I do. It's like, it sucks because it's like, well, there better be a bathroom like
what is that?
At any
what is that energy drink that makes your pee glow a bit?
Bad?
I don't know, but I would suggest you drink that.
I don't want to do that. Like I don't like pee and go like cool. Like I'm peeing.
Is there anything that actually?
That's what it sounded like you were gonna do. That's your favorite thing. I think I would probably try to find a lot of lesbian women. I would go have a pillow fight. I would go have a pillow fight with all my girlfriends that I've only been able to watch pillow fight.
Pillow fights aren't really that like this is fun. It's like, fuck you! Especially if they're goose feather.
What's happening? Let's
so,
change the subject. Next question, please.
Next question. Now. All right. You are on a non-stop. This is from Grace, who had a birthday this week, I believe. So happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Grace.
Happy birthday.
You are on a non-stop flight from Honolulu to Chicago. Very specific. and there is a fire in the back of the plane. You have enough time until the plane crash lands to make one phone call. Who you gonna call? If you say Ghostbusters, I will kill you. I'm looking at you. Aaron.
Don't ask me first. You'll answer first.
You're the guest.
I would probably one or two things. I would either call Joshua and say, "Hey,"
assuming he's not with you.
Assuming he's not with me.
Yeah.
If he is with me, I'm calling American Airlines and be like, "I just fucking want you to know, you motherfuckers have killed me. What are you gonna do to make this right, asshole?" Like I would go down bitching on the phone. That's what I would do because I'm good at it, and it seems like I want to die doing something I love.
I think I would call someone that I would call a girl that always annoyed me and that I hated, and confess my love to her.
Oh, that's a really sweet thing to do in an asshole kind of way.
You're maimed.
Then you're hoping the plane will actually crash.
Oh god, that would suck if it didn't.
I hope it lands and you're the only survivor. You're like, oh fuck.
You wake up from the coma and she's over
holding
you and
my
like,
hand.
God damn it.
Because you know that's going to be a news story. Like if you survive and well, he called this girl and so now you have to get married.
The power of love
and
prevailed.
Oh,
if Steven's with me, if Steven isn't with me, it would be Steven. If Steven isn't with me, or is with me, probably my most hated person, ever, just be like, hey, just so you know, this isn't over. I don't know.
I'm coming for you.
I'm coming for you, motherfucker.
You'd be more powerful than you can imagine.
I know you did this. I don't know. No, in reality,
Yeah, wait until the very last second and say, I know that you, and then and then die. An explosion.
But in all reality, it would probably be my
This is
mama.
morbid as fuck. I love this.
It'd probably be my mama.
Okay, I love this question. This is a good one. Okay, one day you're sitting in front of the TV watching HBO when a sudden mystical force sucks you into the TV and into a movie, and you take the place of a character in that movie. If you had to choose one of this year's Academy Award Best Picture nominees to be in, which one would you choose and which character would you be? King's Speech, Kids Are All Right, 127 Hours, The Social Network, Toy Story 3, Winter's Bone, Black Swan, True Grit, Inception, The Fighter. Who would you be? I can answer. I would be Rooster Cogburn in True Grit because I fucking love that character.
The Coen brothers version of it is. I'm very shocked by how good it is.
Yeah, it's so fucking amazing. Good. It's one of the best goddamn movies I've seen in the past 10 years.
Love it. It turns out Steven's uncle was Matt Damon's stand-in.
Some bitch.
There you go.
Oh. Nice.
But yeah, they filmed around. They actually filmed on his land, so the Hoffs are very much affiliated with.
Very cool.
Yeah, did not know that. And I'm like, well, hook a fucking sister up, shit. Because he's doing another Coen Brothers movie because they liked him so much.
Nice.
Black Swan. I would be probably Mila Kunis's character because she doesn't kill herself and go crazy at the end.
That's true.
And I can do ballet now. Fuck yeah, those bitches are fit.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you have to be.
Jeez, I thought that, when they first said HBO, I thought that True Blood was going to be an option, and I was really excited.
Not an Academy Award winner,
but
True
they
Blood,
didn't.
Really.
It's too bad.
You're a fan of True
Blood? The
Blood?
only redeeming quality is...
I've seen, 2 episodes, and I'm a fan of the character Eric. He's really cool.
Yeah,
that's all I've got so far.
Probably for a very different reason.
Probably.
Yes, he's the one. The one when we were out at lunch, he got quiet. You're in love with the Norwegian vampires. Some more sweet TP. Yeah.
Well, it's because he's he's just so creepy. Oh, am I correct? Have y'all seen the Facebook movie?
Yes.
Am I correct in assuming that gets them laid all sorts of ways and times? I'd go for that. Whichever one won, right?
Yeah. Silly.
Well, out of those options,
Justin Timberlake.
It's either that or it would be that or Inception. Inception, you come way too close to death way too many times. So
I still have not seen that.
Oh, it's fantastic.
But you haven't
I actually
seen
liked
Black
it
Swan yet.
I haven't seen Black Swan.
So, see, there were a lot of movies we need to see.
Black Swan was good too.
Yeah. I haven't seen a lot.
It was really good. I saw it with Mike McFarlane, which was the most hilarious thing because he sat between me and Leah Clark, and when the scene that the whole reason he went to see the movie for if you can guess, it's the lesbian scene. Like he grabbed my leg and he grabbed Leah's leg and he's like, "This is it. This is what we came. This is what we came here for." And Leah and me are like, "Get the fuck off me, dick."
That's awesome.
This is it. He's like, "We can go now. We can go now."
I love Mike.
Oh man. Okay.
That was so great.
A good question, T. Dominguez.
Yeah, it's very good.
HBO question.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Corinne, right?
I think Corinne.
Because I know Corinne. Okay, if you could have a fight to the death with any voice actor, who would it be? I think that might be it for the questions. Fight to the death.
Oh, gee. I feel...
Why are you looking at me?
I feel a weird vibe. I don't... That's...
Oh.
Don't look me up and down like that. It's very unsettling. It's very unsettling.
You're not suggesting you want to fight Terri to the death. Or me, right?
I mean, I think it goes without saying that we do still have a bone to pick.
Okay, what?
Fuck. Are you still both unsatisfied?
It's been more than a year.
The fucking arm wrestling match? Is that what this is about?
You can't let it go. Can't let it go.
Let what go?
Guys.
Should we reveal it?
We've never revealed it so that both of you could save face.
Mm-hmm.
And no one had to know what really happened.
I told one fan who it was, and she couldn't believe it.
I have told nobody. I assume you've told nobody. There's no point in drudging up this bad blood. Come on, you both look as good as you possibly can now, considering the mystery surrounding the arm wrestling match. I don't think there's any need to revisit this.
Yeah.
Totally.
Besides, arm wrestling is fucking
everyone
lame.
who hasn't listened to the show, why don't you explain what happened?
I don't entirely remember. I just know that we started an arm wrestling match. And we decided not to reveal who the winner was because it was, I will say, rather close. Okay, is this never going to go away until you do another fucking fight?
Cage match.
Oh my god.
Match.
All right.
You're the only one that's going to chant this.
There are only 3 of us.
All right, let's do this then. Get your asses in gear and let's do another fucking arm wrestling match. And this time we'll just let it fucking ride.
Fine.
I'm not scared. Are you scared? You seem kind of scared.
Maybe because this lanky teenager is standing in front of me.
Oh my god.
All right, let's do this.
Guys, there's really...
All right.
All right, so you know the rules. You know the rules.
We know the rules.
Okay. You don't have to make eye contact, but it's better if you do.
So many ways, yeah.
Oh my god, let me get out of the fucking way.
Okay.
All right. Ready?
He just hit the fan.
Helps when you don't hit the fan, you fucking tall bitch. Okay. All right. Ready? Count of 3.
All right.
Are you ready? Is everyone ready? Okay.
We're ready.
No, nothing. Okay, ready? Nothing up your sleeve. No shit. Nothing. No. Okay. No
Nothing
pen knives. Nothing. Okay. Ready?
All right. Seriously, she's squeezing like way too hard. Like
You're just
okay.
such a whiny bitch.
Relax. Okay. Ready? Okay. 1, 2.
Wait. Will you level our arms?
Oh my god.
Just establish.
Okay. Look. Good. Is this good? Is this good?
All right.
Okay. Deep breath, both of you. Ready? Yes. Ready? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes. Ready.
1, 2, 3. You guys are so fucking pathetic.
Seriously. All right.
Shut up. Just do it.
All right.
Really, this is not a dance. Okay. Really? What the fuck? Okay, ready? Okay, again, go. Right. 1, 2, 3, now, go. Oh shit. Terri, come on, you can do it.
What the fuck?
Whoa, what the fuck is this going? Oh my god. Terri, heads up.
Jesus Christ, where did you get a sword?
I don't know, it was in the corner. Just go. What the hell? Guys! This isn't cool, guys. This is not exactly an arm wrestling match anymore. Hey! Watch the fuck out! Jesus Christ! What the fuck?
Not bad.
Excuse me, I gotta get this.
Forget it.
Sorry, this may take a few moments, guys. We gotta let you go. Thanks for joining us. Bye.
Show you no mercy.